everybody, is take 2 of Straight Up Talk Boston.
Are you sure now?
Sorry about the technical difficulties, but let's say hello to everybody, guys.
Hello, Johnny Peasy here. Looking forward to a great night.
All right, but before we get too cocky, let's make sure we're on. Let's check Billy Pizzullo's page.
I'm looking.
Okay, I want to know. I want to know for myself. I hear background music. We hear a delay. Okay, all right. Anyway, we are back and apologized. We apologize for everybody, especially Richie, because he's been here for an hour. And listen, and poor Richie, he had to sit and watch Johnny's tricks.
Oh, badass! I'm impressed. Very impressive.
I love Johnny Peasy.
Card tricks, very impressive.
Johnny is the best because he's a comedian, and I have to beat him to the punch because he'll get me. Anyway, all right, Johnny. We had a little talk before we went on, but I want to say hello to Rich while I'm on. I don't know.
The stream keeps going in and out. I can tell you that much. Come on.
I don't know.
The stream keeps going in and out. I can tell you that much. Come on.
I just wanted to acknowledge that the fact that it's been 45 years ago today that John Lennon was shot in New York City, and it was just
Any wedding proposals this guy gets? Any wedding proposals this guy gets?
Oh yeah.
And he murdered a guy in cold blood. That's disgusting.
It's terrible.
But anyway,
Who's going to complain? Who's going to say something?
What's that?
Who's going to step up and say something? Hey, we can't allow that.
Mangione, you know the kid I'm talking about, that shot the guy in the back in the New York insurance guy?
Yeah.
He's a owners on. Anyway, it could be mine. It could be mine. Anyways, Richie Lamontagne, the Mountain, is here with us, and we are so happy to hear you. Happy to have you here, and look at this beautiful, beautiful belt. Explain that. Which division is that from, Richie?
It's the IBA, International Boxing Association.
And you got 2 other ones.
Cruiserweight title, yep. And this one is the last one I won against Michael Bennett. Knocked him out in the 11th round. I got ESPN 2 knockout of the year.
This is your first belt?
This is my third belt.
He's got three world belts. So this is your third one.
I have an international.
I wish you took all 3 of them.
Yeah,
but we could have had one.
I couldn't hire a bodyguard.
We could have had one in front of me, in front of Johnny. Anyways, it's a pleasure to have you here, Richie. You're an Everett guy. Everybody knows you. Nobody.
I love accomplishments I've made. And
absolutely,
my belts are pride to me. So say a trophy is something to look back at.
So let me. Can I get in there, Joe?
You go right ahead, my friend.
My first belt was the best belt because that was a war, and it just meant the most to me.
So what I want to ask, I got some questions for you, Richie. When did you start boxing?
In high school.
Boxing. Were you picked on?
Actually,
were you picked on?
No, never picked on. I went after the bullies.
Yeah, bullies.
Back in the day, bullying was cool. Us growing up back in the 80s, 90s,
right.
Bullying was whacking people in the head. The Revenge of the Nerds was a big movie, and but bullying was everyone was into bullying people, and watch me whack this kid. I was like, wait, and then I didn't like that because some kids aren't that tough, and they want to act like tough guys.
Right.
Smack someone in the head, cuff them in the head, and I know a lot of nerds that are good friends of mine, they're good kids, and you say nerds, but it's like. Kids aren't talented, they're not tough, or not strong, or confident with themselves. I mean, I get along with everybody, but I didn't like guys that saw that and took advantage of that and tried to use them take advantage of them, make them look like they're tougher than them or they're hard ass.
So you stuck up for
I always stuck up for the poor
kids that were getting bullied.
For the underdog, for the underdog.
That's a great quality.
And I never, ever liked that. And I was like, why should you be a tough guy? Do that to me. And I always saw a fight. Hey, leave him alone. And I'd help it out. And I was always the negotiator trying to fix things. And I always fought. And people said, mind your business. Oh, really? Whack. And I'm fighting.
Now, who was your, as a kid, who was your inspiration? I mean, who did you admire as a boxer?
Back in the day, I just it wasn't Muhammad Ali. It was Marciano was one. George Foreman.
George Foreman. In Italian, and you just found out. But of course, my father was starch Italian. We'd be waiting. Of course, my father was starch Italian. We'd be waiting for the trolley, right? And then everybody be coming out of the boxing match, and it would be mostly Afro-Americans.
Yeah.
You know, going.
Yeah.
And my father, and they'd be like, hey, Cassius Clay's the greatest. My father'd be like, no, Rocky Marciano.
Yeah.
I'd go, Dad, you're going to get us killed.
Yeah.
You know, but he was up there.
But I was respected, you know, and they knew he was strong, he was tough, but
Yeah.
you know, Ali.
What'd you think of Ali? I mean, he
Ali was not my favorite, but he was talented. He was one of the best. He was great. You know, he was a genius because he knew how to frustrate a fighter. He got mad like Joe Frazier. He got mad, and my theory is, a mad fighter is a bad fighter. When you're mad, you're frustrated. You get mad. You're frustrated. You're losing control.
You can get sloppy.
You get sloppy. You're losing control of what you should be doing.
Right.
Your game plan goes out the window. Because hey, well, I thought you were supposed to do this. Supposed to do this. No, I'm gonna kill this guy now.
What'd you think of like the
And
Ali
he knew how to
shuffle?
get to his head.
Yeah.
He got into the head.
Sure.
and
He
goes on
danced
that.
around.
Danced
and,
around.
he'd do the Ali shuffle and stuff like that.
And that was
But
that
he
was his
was-
gimmick. But he was
a great fighter.
And I've got a shirt that says I am the greatest, just because I like boxing.
Yeah, sure.
Nothing against him, but he was not my fighter.
Now,
my
who was your
greatest.
favorite?
Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier was tough. Ken Norton was great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching Ken Norton. But
Who's the one that had the grill? The famous, was it? What was the one? You know, the famous
grill.
The grill became.
oh yeah, George Foreman.
George
Foreman
the
grill.
Foreman.
Yeah,
Foreman.
I have two of them.
This guy made
Yeah.
like $500 million with these Foreman grills. Do you have your own? I mean, do you have your own
I
line
have
of
two.
grills?
I have two. Not my own line.
I want
no.
a Lamontagne.
Lamontagne, yeah. So
grill.
I took George. I bought two of them. I shopping it. I bought you Lamontagne.
There you go.
It's my own grill.
Your own grill.
Yeah.
Now, Richie, I asked a few boxers and my friend Michael, and I'm not going to debate this something that I'm not an expert on, but I always asked people, how would Muhammad Ali go against Mike Tyson? I personally, being not an expert like you guys, but I just can't picture Ali beating Tyson in his prime. I just can't picture
Oh,
it.
I could.
Me
What do you
neither.
think? What's
Me
your
neither.
opinion?
I think it's two different styles, and be at the right time. Mike Tyson at his best, and Ali at his best. I gotta go with Tyson all the way.
I absolutely agree.
Because, Ali knew how to be on the outside, and Mike know how. He
was so
he
ferocious.
Mike had
No,
the legs.
absolutely.
He could squat down low and back into the ground.
I've never
He'd
seen
come
anything
up,
like Mike Tyson in my lifetime. Anybody.
and he had
ferociousness.
He had the
I'll
fast
I'll go with
hands.
Ali.
Yeah, no, and there's a lot of people that agree with you, Johnny. It's not.
No, that's fine. And
it's absolutely a good, but it's an opinion.
I mean,
He scared me through this
Ali
TV.
was 6'4".
who was better than both of them was Sugar Ray Robinson. That was
Oh,
he was
yeah.
he was the best.
Did
That was-
he-
of
But
all
Jake
the
LaMotta.
fighters, well, Sugar Ray Robinson, he had something that most guys didn't have. Back in, well, I'm talking way back in the day now. Today's fighters are different.
Yeah.
But back then, Sugar Ray Robinson knew how to fight. He could brawl, but he was the most talented fighter. He knew how to be on the outside and hit and move, and he was.
Now, Richie, are you a historian? Do you follow all the old fighters?
I have, but I'm not
An expert.
Yeah, I'm an expert. Yeah.
an expert. You know, now, do you think, like, what's the state of boxing today, Richie? I mean, you got the WW,
There's a lot of titles out there. There is a lot of titles, and they make up titles. But you know what? A title's a title. If you have a sanctioned fighter, sanctioned team that puts together the United States, Massachusetts champion of the world of Everett champion. That's me. Massachusetts, or a state title, or international title, or a world title. If you organize a champ is a champ. You win a local city fight, to each his own. It's a great accomplishment.
right?
But the more money comes up, that's when you get a higher ranking belt by putting money on the table. Who sponsors it? How many people back it? How many companies want to put the name on that label of a title? So that's how they build.
Now, during your career, Richie, like who did you meet? Like, I know now Sinatra was he alive when you fought Sinatra?
Yeah,
Because he was a big boxing guy.
Many years, but
He loved.
I never met him.
No.
I've met so many people. It's like
Who'd you meet?
I forget. So
Come
many.
on, who'd you meet?
Stallone. Of
I was
course.
just gonna say Stallone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stallone,
Oh, you met
of course.
Stallone. How was he?
Yeah.
He
He's
just seems like
guy.
a great guy.
Yeah, he is a great guy. When I first met him, he was like, we were doing a fashion show in New York City, and he was there, and I went, how you doing, son? Nice to meet you. And I'm standing, and he's like, he goes, just don't stand so close to me. And you kind of, what do you mean? He doesn't like everyone stand close to us, too tall. And it's like he gets,
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't like to stand.
Was he kidding around, Richie?
Yeah,
or
he was joking around.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dude, tall guy you are. And it's just funny.
Yeah, he seems like a downter. His
And
brother
I
seems like.
I didn't get him right. Yeah, his brother's cool as shit.
Yeah.
His
Oh, you know his brother? Met his
yeah.
brother?
Frank.
Frank.
Frank is really cool.
Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but last night, Donald Trump honored Sylvester Stallone at the Kennedy
Along with Kiss.
and there was the Straits, something Straits, or the
Dire Straits?
Dire Straits,
Oh.
and there might have been a couple.
The
of
Kennedy
other ones.
honors. I'm surprised that I could see Stallone, but I didn't understand Kiss or Dire Straits. Going to be honored. No, they're going to be honored in the concert.
And it was the first time
I
ever.
love Kiss growing up. Yeah, that was a.
What's the average?
I love Kiss.
You like Kiss?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wasn't a fan.
That'd be
Like Kiss?
my brother. I love
Don't
that.
get too close to Johnny. It's been a while.
I enjoyed. I played Peter Criss at Halloween many times. I was years.
Yeah.
12 years old, and me and my buddies dressed up as Kiss with a
Wow,
makeup.
they
and
were
all.
big. They were enormous, but I just never liked their music. By the way, your brother-in-law texts me and says, "Bust Richie's chops." I go, "I'm not busting nothing.
Yeah.
Not with his arms reaching the length of his reach."
Yeah.
Anyway, Billy, you got anything to add to any questions you got? I know you had some.
I did. I love the record, by the way. 29-7-1. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What a great.
And how many
Like
knockouts? 24.
24 knockouts.
24 knockouts.
27 knockouts?
Yeah,
I
20
told you.
It says 24 on
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Who else we know that got their own Wikipedia?
Because I fought in Mexico a few times. And
Oh, cool.
I fought 3 times in New Mexico, 2.5, 3 years ago.
Yeah, I pulled up the Wikipedia page.
Yeah,
So your first fight, the one that won you the championship was against who?
I love that you have that because I said, I wish I had that in me. It's my information. I don't know more.
It's your whole resume.
People everything about me. That's great.
Yeah.
Watch out, Billy's a stalker.
I forget things. I say, oh yeah, wait. I remember fights. I remember who I fought. But my first title was the greatest title. I fought Fred Adams from Clearwater, Florida.
That's your first title?
And man, all I know about him was
he could hit.
My trainer said he's from Clearwater, Florida, and he's a lefty. Let's train. Let's get ready for it. So okay, get ready for it. But every fighter you fight fights differently. You fight righty or lefty. But if he's a lefty, okay. So our sparring partners, we got lefties on the area.
Southpaw.
Southpaws.
Southpaw,
And-
South Jersey,
yeah.
Southpaw.
Richie, who's the toughest toughest
I'm
opponent?
telling you right now. That's what I'm saying.
That's he was your
That's
first
what
guy.
I'm saying. My first.
So the
my
rest of your
first-
career
my first title
was
not
your
the
toughest.
I'm saying my first title, it was earned. This guy was tough as nails. He looked like a gorilla. He was jacked and he was a lefty. So when he walked in the ring, the ring announcer says, I don't want to mess with this trainer." And the guys were like bodybuilders and stuff, but he was in great shape. But I was walking into all his power shots because every time I throw a punch, every fighter, every lefty fights differently. Every fighter fights differently. So every time I saw his shoulders move, I was telling you earlier, as soon as his shoulder moved, I slip automatically to move away from that, the power right hand. From years of practicing that, and then boom, I walk into his power shots. Oh man, get buffed that way when I see his shoulders move. And I was walking into all power shots constantly for like the first 3 or 4 rounds. And then in the 7th round, I figured out I was getting better. And in the 7th round, I rolled underneath it and caught him, bang, bang, with the hook. I knocked him down. And I was like, now I get the edge. Now I get it now. And then I started figuring him out, and then I knocked him out in the 9th round.
That's awesome.
And listen, we were exhausted because we were going back and forth. One round going this way, then a round this way. And then the commentator said, "This is like a Rocky fight back and forth." He's a funny Chad Konecki. I remember the announcer. He was so like a young kid, first time watching a fight. This is unbelievable because it was. My friend Bobby Spillinger, he was really Richie. That was the greatest.
What was his name? What's your friend's name?
Robert Spillinger.
Oh, Spillingus. Okay.
Yeah, Bobby.
Is Bobby watching tonight?
Yeah, he better be.
If he's out there, Bill. Well, he's always. I always
Yeah.
make a little comment about. He's worse than you. If I make a comment against Trump, he comes in hard on me.
Oh,
He's-
gosh.
He's a great guy.
I'm surprised.
Hi, Bobby, if you're watching, you
Yeah.
and Deborah.
So I got to tell you something, Richie.
Go ahead.
Not too many fighters on the cover of GQ magazine.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at that face. That face is
You know what it took to get me on that?
no.
To be a good fighter.
There you go. No, look, I mean, I don't know if the
No,
people at
I
home
say
can see
be at the
this.
right place, the right time, with the right look.
There's
I
the
don't-
three. There's the 3 title belts.
Yeah, there's the 3 title
and
belts
the one
right
at the
there.
bottom is this one, right, Richie?
Yes.
But you know, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you could see that. Look at that. Those are the 3. But my point here is how many guys that have been in almost 50 fights, this good looking still on the cover of GQ, a heartthrob. Women love this guy.
I don't know about that.
Well, you don't recall. If you recall, I don't know if you remember, Johnny, but first of all, I met Richie back in 1993, right, Rich? At Wayne Matuski's.
Wayne's, yeah. it was
Wayne
a
Matuski, an
charity-
Everett
the
Council.
Halloween, Halloween party.
And you were his guest of honor, and I think you just turned pro.
Yeah.
You were young,
Yeah.
probably 22, 23.
I was young. It was a normal, good age.
And I was
average.
working, we were doing the entertainment for Wayne. I had a Marilyn Monroe impersonator and an Elvis impersonator, Al Fatucci. And Richie come in, this handsome guy said, "Who's this?" A boxer.
I remember like
You remember that?
yesterday, Absolutely.
For
yeah.
Wayne Matuski's first, you know Wayne, right,
Yeah,
Johnny?
yeah, sure.
Wayne's first run
Still
for
at it.
council.
He's still a good guy.
He's still at it, yep.
Always
His
faithful.
first run for counselor, 1993. So that's how far back I go with Richie. 2 years later, he's on billboards all over Times Square. This guy right here. I don't know if anybody.
Joe Boxer was my first.
Joe Boxer. An incredible story. I mean, and you had already won the championship before that.
Yeah.
And then
All that happened. I was amateur boxer champion, and when I turned pro, everything was easier for me. So I was making good money, and good publicity, a great following. You know, because wasn't a lot of fighters in New England area. Well, there was, but you know,
Good
they were really
ones.
good ones.
Good ones.
How could I win?
They have to be
I don't want to
good.
insult anybody, but
no, but not
there's
many.
a lot of great fighters.
There isn't many people you could say that made it to the top in 3
Yeah,
different divisions.
Yeah, and I was a three-time Golden Glove champion, and
It's remarkable stuff.
and I was the Nationals 3 times. So
You can't downplay it. What you've accomplished. What I
I
want to
was
know is
ranked as an amateur. I was ranked number 3 in the world as an amateur, and
well, as a pro, you had to be ranked in your division. As
I was on the U.S. Olympic B team, so I fought in Sweden, and I fought a Russian in Sweden.
the
and-
Sweden
yeah.
ladies must have loved you out
So,
there.
no, focused. I was
those-
focused.
Now
He was
those were tough
focused.
fights. The,
Fighting was
the ones that you did outside when you fought the foreign guys. Those were those were tough
That's
fights.
where you learn the most. So
Yeah.
you find different styles. And wow, this is different and strange, and just different styles. The way people fight, like it's odd, awkward almost.
Right.
And the more you fight, and when I train in Brockton at Petronelli's. God rest his soul. Goody Petronelli trained me for
You
years.
knew the
Oh,
Petruzzellis.
wow, goody, yeah.
Petronelli.
Goody
That's great.
With
trained
an
me.
N. Petronelli.
But I trained with
Yeah.
Harry Landry and Joe Balzardi trained me for
Yeah.
for my first 13 years. And when I was an amateur, my first fight, I fought in Lynn, the Lynn Boys Club. That was when I first started. Well, actually, most of my fights, let's start this whole thing over now, because I started fighting in the streets.
Right.
I started fighting in the high school, my backyard with my brothers, and it was my grandfather's backyard. I was like 12 years old, and my grandfather comes out with boxing gloves and says, "Hey, 4th of July, hey, put these gloves on and go at it." They go, "What? Well, no way." So we put our gloves on, and me and my brother started fighting, and my brother Mike, I think he matched me up. He put the gloves on. I fought him, and boom, one tap my nose bled. I was, it was crazy. Went wild and chased him. And everyone's saying, "No, he ain't. Richard's not gonna be a fighter. He's not gonna be a fighter. He's too crazy. He's too wild." Because one tap, my nose would bleed, and I go crazy.
You lost your
And-
composure.
And no, I just,
You just-
I was like, "Come on, let's go some more."
Oh, you got it. More, you got angrier.
Yeah, I got
gotcha.
angry. You know, an angry fighter's a bad fighter. You don't want to be bad.
Right. Now,
But,
let me ask you a question, Richie. Did you notice as you became successful, did you notice there were people at bars and clubs that try to challenge you because of who you were?
That's not even a joke. That's
No, I know,
That's
but-
exactly what I got most
But
of
did
my-
it happen?
That's actually that's why I got most of my sparring. I was in
Really?
nightclubs.
So there were
I'd
people
be
that
out there.
actually.
I used to go to nightclubs and my friends and wherever, and I was actually working at a City Hall pub. I worked as a doorman, And I was a bouncer over there, and I got in fights, literally fights, and the owner said, Richie, listen, you can't punch guys in the face the way you're doing. And I was like, listen, get out. And they covered because they
Was you a pro already?
No,
You were. So you were already a professor.
Yeah,
They could have filed charges of you.
That's why he said. He said, if someone finds out you're pro, you get in trouble. So
Absolutely.
I was like, oh, all right.
Because
so,
that's
so
like,
you're supposed
that's
to
like
hold
having
them.
a gun.
Yeah,
right?
but yeah,
question.
I knew how to hit him.
Yeah.
For the years, being a boxer, the greatest thing about being a boxer is I punch so many people in the face. I know how to punch. I know where to punch. I can hit you and hurt you. I can hit you and make you bleed. I can hit you and put you to sleep.
Right.
So I know exactly where to.
Well, that's what I was just talking about. That guy Kid Mark, he was only 160 pounds, and he hit a kid about 240, and he knew how to hit. The kid, his eyes rolled.
How to hit, where to hit, and
The kid went down, and,
You know,
and that's all I remember. But
and then over the so many street fights I've had, and the reason why I started boxing was my teacher in high school said to me, Richie, you're a tough kid. You should be boxing. You shouldn't be just fighting in the streets. You're going to get in trouble. I said, there's no boxing gyms around here. It was Mr. Mason, God rest his soul. Bob Mason. And I was in printing shop in vocational in Everett High School, and he's like, "You're a tough kid. You should be boxing." My boys boxed out of the Lynn Boys Club, and he sent me to go see Tony Pavoni, God rest his soul. And he was my first boxing trainer, and I went to see him, and I just had punch in the bag, and he put me in the first day I wanted to see him. He puts me in the ring with some guy who's a trainer. He's 23 years old, and okay, his name is Junior. He said, "You gonna fight this guy?" I said, "What?" I said, "I thought you were gonna teach me some lesson." And Tony Pavoni says, "I heard you know how to fight. You know how to fight. Put the gloves on and fight." And so he didn't teach me nothing.
Right.
He just he wanted to see what it was all about. So I put the gloves on, and I'm throwing bombs, and he's going bam, 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 like he was like a Sugar Ray Leonard, just having fun with me, and bam, bam, moving side to side, and I'm throwing bombs and trying to catch him, and he had a fun field day with me, and just all over my face, and I'm bleeding, and I was like, whatever. And then after we did 3 rounds, and it was organized, and I had one of the kids holding my towel in my corner and give me some water. And I said, after the 3rd round, I said, take these gloves off. He said, all right, that's good work today. And I said, take these gloves off. I'm going to take this kid outside. I'm going to show him how to fight. And I'm saying to myself, and I'm taking the gloves off, and I'm thinking, street fight, here we go, it's on. Because I want to grab his face and pull his knee and smash it off my knee. And I was like, that's because I usually grab the head and I come like this, uppercut. Right. And he says, and he comes over to me, says, hey man, hey, good job, man, come back tomorrow, I'll show you what you did right and wrong. I said, what do you mean? Oh, we're friends? Oh, okay, yeah. And I'm thinking, we're going at it, we're still, no, it's a gentleman's sport. And he taught me so much that one day.
That was Tony Pavoni?
No, it was the kid I fought. His guy that I fought, he trained other kids with him. He helped train them. He said, listen, you get him to go over and give this kid 3 rounds. And he said, yeah, sure. And he's like, it was nothing to him. And it's like, me, as a lifetime, World Series fight. I'm like, first time in a boxing ring, here I go, since my grandfather's backyard. And I was like, what do I do? I was like, I'm trying to draw a big punch instead of relaxing. He said, bum, bum, bum. And he just said, hey, I'll show you what you did right and wrong. And I was like, I like this. I'm like, kept coming back, and I kept going back to him, and I loved it. Then,
but Richard, going back to my original question, so you're telling me there were people on the streets that knew you were a pro, knew you were a champ.
Well, I was an amateur then, but after I turned pro, you mean?
After you turned
at the
pro,
beginning,
and your name was in the lights, was there anybody that came to you just to try to challenge you, to see if they could see what they could do against you?
Yes.
Okay, so they wanted to try to challenge a champ.
I remember the places. What's the place in government center?
Nightclub? Oh, Narcissus?
No, all those. What's that strip? The nightclubs.
Government center. Oh, I'm trying to blink. You're a lot younger. I don't remember some of the places you might remember. But at the end of the day, my point is...
Well, we were actually going to clubs, and people were like, that's Richie Lamontagne.
Oh, okay.
He's a tough guy, huh?
That's what I want to know.
You're a boxer. Yeah. I said, I don't know, Paul, relax. They touched my shoulder, we're going on it. And say, come on, bet. I fought more times. Come on, get out of there, Richie. And then...
so they would actually try to take down a champ.
Yeah, trying to.
Can you imagine that?
I got a lot of fights in
Why would you do something like that? You're fighting a professional boxer.
You have a death wish.
They say that, and I used to get a lot. And it's like amazing how I enjoyed it. I said, shit. That's it. And honestly, not being a punk, I'm saying it was free sparring.
But
I had to pay guys to spar me, and
But they were pushing you. They were poking you.
and yeah, whack. And it's funny because you want to fight. I thought you want to fight, and the thing is, to get me to the level, now I'm fighting. I go from I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight to here I'm fighting. Once it's a one punch, no, I want to keep going because I spar. And I usually go like, 10, 15, 20
Do
minutes.
you think some of them wanted to challenge you because they thought maybe they have a lawsuit against a professional fighter?
No, maybe they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend they're trying to impress somebody.
Imagine that. They got impressed when they went out cold. That's
cold.
beautiful stuff.
And I know I after so long, instead of knocking them out, I had fun with them. I punch them in the belly and take the wind out of them. And I was like, this is fun, man. This is it. So,
But they deserved it,
and that's
though.
when I
Mike.
learned how to pinpoint punches are so much more
Right.
important than just wild banging someone. And I don't even punch in the head. I don't even punch in the face anymore.
No.
You have to know how to hold. You have to know how to hold back a punch. But don't punch. A quick jab to the nose, or a quick jab to the jaw. And I never punch people in the face anymore because that's solid. It's a solid head. You can break your knuckle easily.
Or you can hurt
these
someone
days,
permanently.
Now, over the years, it's like 20 years. Over the years, I learned to open hand and slap people. It's more embarrassing.
Okay. Did you ever get knocked out?
No, never. I've never knocked out. No.
Now you had 7 losses. Knock on wood.
Yeah. So never knocked
Watch
out.
yourself, 'cause
I've lost.
I'm good here.
Yeah.
buddy.
So I've lost some fights.
Now you lost 7 fights.
I've gotten TKO'd, which means the referee stopped the fight.
Yeah. Now
I-
you stop it because you were bleeding, or
Yeah.
were you kind of out of it a
one
little bit?
was a bleeding. The one was I took a knee. I said, you know what? I don't feel like fighting tonight. I'm not in the mood. When I got divorced, and that was the worst thing. So when I got divorced, it was like I was mentally stressed out and
Mentally
aggravated.
stressed out,
trying
right.
to see my kid. I'm just trying to,
Yeah.
it was like so stressful to me, and I was like, I
Sure.
can't focus. And my trainer's like, Richie, go home. I was like, nah, I'm fine. When I'm in the ring working out, fine, but. That was.
How could you? You got to concentrate.
Yeah,
You know,
concentrate with everything,
You gotta
but
concentrate. Yeah.
and it's like, and it was love hurts. When
course.
my kids are everything to me. And,
Of course.
And when you try to take that away from me, I'm like, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't think there's any man on earth
Yeah,
You-
your
that doesn't
daughter
feel
the
the
same
same.
way. It's
Absolutely.
Tell me
It's
about.
everything.
Were you in a fight where at one point you were like, oh boy, this is tough, man. This guy's kicking the crap out of me. Was ever a situation like that?
I never got the crap kicked out of me. I was losing on points.
Really?
I never got a beating from anybody.
Wow.
So whenever you're ready to step up with me, no.
So just before we keep going, you got Jennifer Collins said, say hi to Richie for me. Paul Gilligan said to say hi, great guy, he loves you.
Hey, Paul.
Gilligan,
So
yeah.
these guys are they're watching. We got some people live. There's quite a few views already.
That's
so.
why I was panicking about this. Thank God Billy is technically savvy, because imagine if you had to leave it to me or Johnny. I mean, we'd be in trouble tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
nothing
Getting
about that
calls. That's
stuff.
pretty cool. Getting calls.
We're getting comments
Excellent.
on
Comments.
Guys, if you want to comment, on anything that we're talking about,
Any question
don't
you
be
ask me,
afraid-
bring it
yeah,
on.
bring it on.
Bring it
Say,
on.
tell Richie what you want to
I'd
know,
like to answer
and he'll be
questions.
glad to answer your
Well,
questions.
there's another area I want to go with Richie, and regarding why are we getting some feedback? I'm seeing someone's
Yeah, I
thing is
just got
loud.
it too.
Someone's phone is loud. I think it's yours.
It was.
It's
I
Bill.
just used it for a second.
You know what's funny is,
Hold on, I still hear it. It's not mine.
it's repeating.
I know.
We're having a technical, disastrous night tonight, but
You
that's
know what?
okay.
I bet should you shut the phones off of power?
I shut them. Well, I like to watch what's on. Actually, I use my iPad. But anyways, getting back to your career, Richie. When did you? How many years were you in before it took a turn to the modeling, the movies?
No, that was before, brother. After I won the national the Golden Gloves, I was U.S. Olympic team. I came back and
You were in the Olympic team too.
U.S. Olympic B team.
I didn't even know
I was
that.
U.S. Olympic B team. And
But when you were in New York on the
yeah,
billboards,
so
you were
my
already
brother,
a pro.
My brother, oldest brother Chris, he was into Broadway. He worked. Him and his wife. They met in New York doing Broadway shows. The West Side Story, Man of Lamontagne.
Really?
Yeah, he did Starlight Express, a European
So
tour.
he's an actor, your brother.
Yeah, he did acting,
Wow. I didn't know
singing,
that.
dancing, stuff like that. And he was my. I always looked up to him. He was awesome.
I never knew this.
My oldest brother Chris and his wife Susan, they met. She's from Oklahoma. Is it Oklahoma?
Midwest.
Yeah.
So the
Right. Anyway, yeah, they're down south, and they did the Broadway shows together. So he was working in the what's it called?
the theater,
The theater, no,
Broadway.
in New York City.
You got Broadway and off Broadway.
Oh, okay. No, he did the shows, but he was working from the.
Is he
show.
still acting, your brother?
No, he's actually a scientist. He's not a scientist. He got into school.
Professor.
The professor.
A
thank you.
professor. Really?
Yeah, he did something.
No kidding.
Now he does a certification with kids with troubled teens. With
Well, we have a professor here, Johnny Peasy,
yeah.
a professor,
All right.
and that's the Monsignor,
The
there's the
Monsignor.
doctor.
and I'm the doctor.
The doctor.
That's funny.
Oh, doctor. There we go.
The Monsignor.
He'll write you out a subscription.
That's called a prescription.
Nice. So yeah, so my brother.
Please subscribe while you're watching.
I just
subscribe on
I just
YouTube.
got dizzy every time I laugh, and Johnny, I get a vertigo shot, and I get dizzy. But so you went to Hollywood.
So my brother,
Go
because
ahead.
he worked at the All-Star Fashion Cafe,
Yeah.
and that's where the three models owned it. But he worked at the Fashion Cafe, and what happened was, this is all turned around. While they're there, he's working, and they said, "Listen, I'm doing a fashion show. It's coming to the Fashion Cafe, and it's Joe Boxer is doing a fashion show here, and they're looking for models to be in the fashion show." So he did it, and they said, "Oh, we're looking for somebody else in your audition. It's this week only." So he called me and said, "Rich, you want to come on?" Joe Boxer, he said, "You should come try out and audition for there's a fashion show coming on this weekend." I said, "Oh no, that's not for me, man. That's for gay people." I'm not gay. I said, "I'm not that gay shit." And I said,
There goes our ratings.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey,
I was going to say something to you, Richie.
to each
I'm
his
only
own.
teasing.
No. You say whatever you want.
I'm
man.
joking,
so,
buddy.
Okay, so it is what it is.
You're with,
That's right. No,
you're
I
with the
feel
right.
you.
You know,
You're with the right company. Go
don't
ahead.
get the wrong way. Go
ahead, brother.
I mean, we're not throwing them off roofs.
Nothing against it.
But-
If they're gay, they want to fight me. I'll take it. I have plenty
It's a
of room for
fight.
sparring. Yeah.
So go ahead.
So I'm open for whatever, and I said I'm not into that stuff. That's not my thing. Steve, Rich, I mean Chris. I said, I'm a fighter, and that's what I do. I want to do that. He said, No. It's a fashion show. Joe Box is cool. That's a good thing. I said, I don't know. All right, fine. So me and a couple of friends we drove to New York, and I auditioned, and there's a story about that. It's being in the room with all these people. That's a funny story alone. It's just like I'm in there with all these people, gay or not gay, whatever, all different types.
Yeah.
Muscleheads are all trying for this Joe Boxer fashion show audition, and it's a long story short. One guy was hitting on me and staring at me like, "Oh, I was like, I'm gonna crack this freaking kid," and I'm saying to myself, I'm being very mature, patient. And I'm not gonna say nothing. But I'm like, if he comes near me, I swear I'm gonna hit him. And I wasn't going to, but I was being cool and just like being, like there's everyone's walking around, the shirts are off, and everyone's like, thinking they're macho, and some people down the push-ups and doing the thing, focus into it. And everyone's there's so many different people in the world. New York's a crazy city, anyways. It's so much adventure. It's very,
It's getting crazier.
it's very entertaining, I guess.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, okay, the woman comes out and she says, "Okay, if you say your name, you come on in and we continue." And the other else, everyone else, if you're not said, if I don't say your name, then thank you for coming. And that was it. So I stayed. Oh, cool, I got it. And the guy that was checking me out, he's like, really getting personal. He's like, you're the one. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna hit him. And then I definitely want him, and that was the owner of Joe Boxer. I was like,
No
holy
way.
Could you imagine if I whacked this guy? He was undercover. He was like walking around with all the other models. And I was like, oh my God, this guy. I said, hey, how you doing?
Imagine that.
And I was going to crack him. I swear to God. They would have locked me up, but I was going to hit this one
that's
guy.
hysterical.
And they gave me, yeah, we have a good show for you. And how do you walk? I was like, I don't know.
How do you walk?
Walk. I'm like, you
walk like you
walk
would.
with, I'm walking. You can walk. That's I learned. You can walk so many different ways of walking. You walk like you're in a rush. You walk like you're cool as shit. And there's a walk with a limp. And walk with a little, you get some.
That's funny.
It's a style. So they taught you how to walk. You ever watch it? Yeah.
But
like
you were basically a photo. You were doing photos.
I did print, yeah.
Because your face was on a big.
Yeah, I did. But
did it.
the
Middle of Times Square.
But that was Calvin Klein.
Calvin
Calvin
Klein.
Klein was-
That's right.
That was
And that
Calvin
was,
Klein.
and
That
it
was
was
a print
an
ad.
8-page spread.
But that was
in
GQ
GQ.
afterwards. That was a couple years
Yeah,
after.
but Richie, did you go to New York Times Square and see your face on that big billboard?
I was like, oh my God, I got chills.
That's
I got chills just now, but I swear, I was like, oh my God.
That's amazing.
And it's like, it's an honor. It's like, wow.
Absolutely, Richie.
Wow.
Who the hell am I?
New York City?
You
Come
know,
on.
And,
Richie, you got a
Yeah, it
Wikipedia
was-
page. That's
Times
that's
Square.
right there
Yeah,
alone.
I
That's
think what's the guy's name that did before me? It was Mark Wahlberg did it a few years after.
yes.
Yeah,
It was
that's right.
after you. I
Yeah.
thought it was before you. Is he older than you?
No, he's young. He's
What-
52.
What's the name do that too with the one that died? What was her
Antonio
name?
Sabatos.
That-
Ant-
She was, she was
Antonio
the-
Sabatos, that's who did it.
He's not
before
dead,
me.
is he?
No, Antonio Sabatos did. No, it wasn't Antonio Sabatos. It was another. Who did Calvin Klein before me?
Was it a
I
boxer?
forget. No.
No.
it wasn't a
You were
boxer.
the only boxer that ever
Yeah,
got.
that's. I got
was a
signed.
Playboy
I
model.
got
She died
signed
of
to.
overdose.
I got signed.
Oh.
Anna Nicole Smith.
Anna Nicole Smith. Did she do Calvin Klein?
Yep.
Yeah. Anna Nicole Smith.
She was a
Were
beautiful
you
girl.
before or after Anna Nicole Smith?
Well, she was.
Remember?
Before, after, because
Yeah, she was the '80s,
Well, he was 80s.
mid '90s.
Oh, he was mid 90s?
Yeah, he's a young
Oh.
guy.
Yeah, early '90s.
Early
Okay.
mid '90s.
All right, so tell me, so
But,
Richie, when
yeah.
did you know it was time to get out of boxing?
no.
He still misses it.
No,
It's something. It's in your blood.
I never know. It's still. I don't.
It's in your blood,
I
right?
never go out of it. I
They still throw you
well,
away.
modeling. Listen, I tell you a story about this. So I'm doing these modeling jobs. I'm doing all these gigs, and these are awesome. It's like flowing. My chair's like, Richie, listen, you go to New York again. You doing all these ads? It's like, listen, I was just in New York for the weekend. I made $5,000. It's like, what? Oh, what the hell you doing boxing for? You're making all this money doing boxing, fighting, and it's on a weekend, and you made that much? Because this it's a quick ad. I said, this is promote me. This is why I don't have to work as much. I love my landscaping, construction. That's what I do. But I want to. This is a gig. It's like a photo shoot. This is called endorsements. Michael Jordan did Nike Air. I want to do a Calvin Klein.
Right.
So it's like, all right, fine. Then just so stay focused. That's what I do. So now, as I'm fighting, I say, we'll make it work for us in the boxing world. So then, as I'm fighting, the guy I'm fighting would say, "Oh, Richie Lamontagne, he's fighting. He's a pretty boy now. He's a model." Then the opponent said, "Let's make this pretty boy. Let's break his face open so we're not modeling no more." And that's what they'd say to me. They'd post up saying, "We're gonna knock out this pretty boy model." I was like, "What? Pretty boy model? I punched my own face. Like, yeah, come on, motherfucker. Come on, hit me, go ahead." And I was like, "I don't care."
There was a guy that Jake LaMotta fought that he was. There was
Gennaro.
Gennaro.
I'll make him pretty now.
Something named Gennaro.
Yeah.
And his wife called him good looking.
Yeah.
He goes, he ain't pretty no more.
Ain't pretty no more. Oh my God, that's
Did
right.
you ever meet Jake LaMotta?
Yeah, De Niro, yeah.
No, Jake, the real Jake.
Oh, Jake, yeah. Jake,
You did?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
How was he?
He was at my Michael. It was Rocky's
That's a true
anniversary for Rocky.
Was he a
At
nice
the
guy?
At the All Star Cafe, he was there.
Jake LaMotta.
Great guy, yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah,
Did you ever meet his wife?
Vicky.
Vicky. Playboy.
No.
She was the oldest one to be a centerfold in Playboy. She was like, what, 55 years old?
What, the girl that played Vicky? It was
No,
Playboy?
Vicky LaMotta.
The real
Oh, the
wife.
The real
His
wife.
real wife in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She was
Yeah.
a 55-year-old
Beautiful.
centerfold in Playboy.
Yep. You know, funny thing, Richie. You know Yolanda, the bridal woman that does all the bridals.
Yeah.
Well, she's a good friend of mine.
Wait, there was a Yolanda's in
Waltham.
on Route 1. Was that Yolanda's?
No.
wedding?
This woman had a. She's still alive. She's retired now.
I
She
thought
had
it
a
was a
wedding store. She made wedding dresses for a lot of celebrities
Yeah,
over
it
the
was
years.
a wedding store on Route 1.
No, it was
was.
Waltham.
There was at one time.
Was there?
Yeah.
Yolanda?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You might be right. I didn't
know.
never-
There was a wedding store on Route 1.
But I don't think it was
it
Yolanda.
was, you know where the Kowloon is? Just before
Yeah,
the
right
on the
Kowloon.
corner.
On the corner.
Right in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
don't think that was Yolanda, but you're right. But Yolanda was pretty big, very big. She did a lot of celebrities. And make a long story short, back in the early 80s, I used to work at a place called Jason's. Remember Jason's?
Yeah, I never
You
been
couldn't
there.
remember that.
I remember, but I never went there.
Anyway, I used to work there. Frankie DePasquale worked there. Jeffrey Mall. I mean, this is way back. And Jake LaMotta come in with his wife because Yolanda had a party upstairs or wherever they had. And it was like, Jason's was like equivalent to the Strager waterfront. All the celebrities went there at the time.
Right.
You know how Nicky used to have all the celebrities, all
Sure.
the movie stars, Carol Burnett, athletes. Jason's was the Strager of its time in the early 80s. And I met Jake LaMotta one time, but I never got to talk to him. You got to talk to him? How was he?
Oh, he's down to earth. He's
That's a legend.
Talking to a fighter, he's like, we didn't talk about much. Just like,
Really?
said I love his movie. I was like, well, not really his movie, but I just,
Well, it was about him.
yeah.
And then now we could slide right over to Robert De Niro.
Yeah. There you
Because
go.
now I'm not a...
Him, I was tight with, but he's misunderstood. People don't know a lot about him. I'm gonna tell you something.
Go ahead. I want to hear
Oh,
about
I
it.
want to hear this
clear-
too.
We all want to hear about
We're gonna
Robert De
Clear
Niro.
the
Oh, yeah.
air. I'm gonna clear the air, but he's a jackass, but in a different way. In a
Good.
different way. And I can say
Jackass.
something because he's not gonna say it on me.
He might see this. No.
That's okay.
I'm only teasing.
That's okay. I'm not afraid of him. So he is a nice guy. Great guy. I met, we did a movie Flawless together in 1999. Was it 99?
Yep, 99.
Billy's caught up.
I got it right here.
Oh, all right. So we did a movie together back then, and I met him. I said, yeah. And Joe Schumacher, he's a great guy. He's like, hey, I mean, Robert, hey, you guys just film work together. And he said, how you doing? And I said, I love you and Raging Bull. I said, I never went down. I never went down. And he said, yeah, you suffered. And yeah. And he says, listen, after the first couple of days of working, he said, hey, what are you doing for lunch? Come over to my trailer. You hit the bag at all? I said, yeah. I just exercise and stretch to work out a little bit. And offset and waiting for our next scene to be seen. And he said, yeah, come over to my trailer. So I went to his trailer and he had a heavy bag in his trailer. What? He said, yeah, he had a monkey, jungle gym, weights and stuff. And he said, heavy bag there. Oh, shit. So I went to his trailer and said, oh, cool. So I hit the bag. He goes, you gonna work out? He goes, no, watch you. So he watched me hit the bag. And I'm like, oh, my God, this is kind of awkward. And I'm like, so I punch the bag. Yeah, you know yourself. You hit the bag. He goes, oh, good. He goes, I like to hit the bag every time I get the chance. And I try to have it hanging here with the weights. And but him, he didn't even use it because he played a stroke victim in the film. So he wasn't about to work out. But he
Why
just,
did he have it in the...
he just had it in the, they had it in it for him if he wanted to use it. But,
Right.
He had halfway through the film they put a weight on his shoulder, so it made him feel like he was like.
Did you actually... I mean, as much as I dislike the man,
But
I love his movies.
Yep, I'm gonna get to it.
Go ahead.
So he gave me his number. He said, give me a call anytime. We're talking this, that, about the film, and then at the premiere, he met my girlfriend, and I was like, yeah, whatever, and it was like, I don't get it, because he was like nice to me, and he was people like called from Why Was He Called, and he was playing his part. He played his part so well.
Mm-hmm.
Like he played a stroke victim, so he wasn't like a hippity hoppity campy guy.
Mm-hmm.
I always picture him like a tough guy, gangster guy.
Yes.
You know, so I can't picture him in any different way.
Did you ever see him in Awakenings?
And, yeah, that's
What
what
a-
I mean.
what
It
a-
was like that too.
what a part.
That's what it was. That's unbelievable. The same movie. That's like in Flawless. He was like that, but that's different.
Right.
He woke up and he stepped
Robin
out of it.
Williams, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
one of the greatest
that,
movies.
That was really good.
Phenomenal movie.
But
And
did you see about Flawless?
I didn't see the movie. I never seen the movie. With
I
the,
thought you were my friend. You know,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chair.
No, that
But I never seen the movie. Honestly, I'll be honest with you.
It
But
was a good
I-
film. And he did the same type of thing in that. He had fell into a stroke, and he was a retired cop, and he fell into a stroke until he had Philip Seymour Hoffman, God rest his soul. He was teaching him singing lessons to strengthen his voice, to articulate better, and his.
Did Philip Seymour Hoffman win an award for something?
Yeah.
Was it that movie?
No.
No.
I don't know if it was that movie.
He's a
but
great actor.
He was good. Yeah,
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal actor.
I think it's
Phenomenal.
with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Was he? Was he? How was he? Was he a nice guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy too. But he
Spectacular.
played a drag queen in that film, and he had to teach him singing lessons. So they had a relationship, and he said, "You fucking faggot, you faggot," he's screwing, and they hate each other. And then he come take singing lessons, and then he went to his apartment. They live in the same building together,
Mhm.
and that's why he fell into a stroke, and that's why.
How many days you were on the set with that movie?
Like 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, 3 months.
So you
Wow.
had
Back and forth.
Wow.
So you had a major part in that then.
Yeah, I played.
Was it something? Was a pizza maker or something like
Yeah,
that? Okay.
Now, what was the
Did
name
you
of
ever
the
see the
movie?
movie Flawless?
Played
No.
Carmine.
Carmine. Thank
Did you see the movie, Billy?
Hey, I'm thinking. I forgot my name. What was my name? What's my name?
I got you.
Did you see the movie,
I
Billy?
got you.
Did you
No.
see it? No.
No, but I will now.
I'm gonna have to look it up now.
I'm
Making
gonna.
pizzas all day, and I used to. The lines that they gave me, they cut them out of line because it was Joe Schumacher's like, "Oh, this was we cut it short because we have so many scenes because all of the drag queens, they are hilarious. As much as they whatever it is, what it is.
Yeah.
Richie, out of all the celebrities you've met, athletes,
Yeah.
movie stars, model, who impressed you as far as being a little boy and say, I can't believe. Me, it was Bobby Orr. When I met Bobby Orr, I was stuck.
Oh, Bobby was a great guy. Yeah.
Yes,
I
but
played
for me,
golf
I
with
was him. But who was yours? You met so many more different celebrities than I.
Stallone's cool.
Stallone?
I think athletes are more
Down to earth.
down to earth and.
You can be
anybody
cocky
else.
too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I like
But
the
Tyson was a nice guy. You said.
Mike's awesome. Man. Mike's a good guy. First, he was like cold because he didn't unsure who I am. I said, Mike, I'm a fighter too, man. I know what you're dealing with. And
You ever stay in touch with him?
We talk once in a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've talked to him on the phone a few times, and
No kidding.
and he's not going to change his number a lot.
Yeah, I
You know, and it's a funny. I understand it totally. I step back. I give him all the space they want.
Absolutely. What did you think about that incident on the Johnny? Remember the plane incident when some guy was pushing his buttons and he,
Oh my God! I
Remember
saw
that?
it. Yeah, I would have punched him too.
but he held back. You
Oh
could
my
see he
God.
was holding back, because if he hit him, the kid would have been dead.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just see he was pulling his
He
punches.
woke him up.
Remember that?
Now, yeah, here's a question for you. Now you got Mike Tyson coming back at his age to fight, this other guy, and they put it on pay-per-view, and it's a joke.
It is a joke.
It's a
actually
joke.
disgusting for two things. It's a joke for Mike. If Mike did it on purpose, he listen. Hey, you want to give me money? I'll sure fight you.
Yeah.
I'll hold back for you.
Yeah.
But listen, don't. I'll go easy on me. I'll give you $1 million, couple $1 million.
Yeah.
Just have. All it was is a spar match. Anyone
it
can
was.
spar.
What'd they
Spar
make,
match.
20
And
million
Jake,
each?
and the
Probably
kid,
more.
the
Jake
kid,
Paul.
the kid's a punk.
Paul, Jake Paul, right?
Yeah, Jake Paul.
You know him, Richie?
Logan, no, I don't. I never, never met him. I called him out. Because I said, listen, I'll fight you. I said, I'm 52 years old back then. I said, I did was it Instagram thing? I said, I'll fight you. I said, I'm 52 years old. What are you worried about? I'm 52 years old. I said, you should be knock me out. I'm an old man. What are you worried about? And they says, no. Then his trainer at the time, I was supposed to fight him like 5 years before that. His trainer.
Yeah.
Because he was a fighter. And I can't remember his name. And he says, oh, man, you have too many fights. I said, so I'll fight him. I didn't fight his trainer because he was trying to get a higher title. He was ducking me. I would knock him out. But now I'm fighting I was going to fight Jake.
Yeah.
He says, no, you have way too many fights. You have way too many fights. What do you mean?
How many fights
How many
did
does Mike
Tyson
Tyson?
have?
He has a lot more than I do.
No kidding.
He says, yeah, because he has more money and he has more advertising,
Yeah.
more promotion. I said, listen, fight me, beat me up, and I'll be a tune-up for you, you know? Beat me, knock me out. And I would like tell everyone, hey, listen, yeah, Jake, I'll hold back for you, and then surprise everybody in the fight. And I was
Do you
gonna tear
think he
him
has
apart.
any talent,
I don't know.
Jake Paul?
Jake's built up. He's gotten tough. He's getting but he don't have
You don't
it.
think he has any talent?
He's getting
As a-
experience from sparring. He's got the best, really good trainers, training with them and working them out. And he's good, but I'm still, I want to fight him, and he won't. No, I'd love to.
Now
fight
do you,
him. He's
now-
got talent. He's getting heavier. He's getting bigger, yeah. I think
now do you teach boxing? Do you do anything like
I
that?
love teaching boxing.
Yeah.
I teach him. My friend Sam Amato's gym to a way better you in Everett to Main Street, and he teaches.
Joe Riccardi?
No,
That's on Broadway boxing. Joe
Oh,
Riccardi.
yeah.
Joe, a lifelong friend of mine. I
That's
seen you with
Broadway
him.
boxing. Yeah,
That's
Joe.
Broadway.
Joe trains me. Hey, Joe's been doing for me for a few years.
He's a
and
great,
I
great,
appreciate.
very good friend of mine,
Yeah.
lifelong friend.
I appreciate him doing mitts for me anytime I had a fight. And then I went to Mexico, and I said he didn't want to come. I said, I'm not going to Mexico. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I said,
Are you training with him?
not right now, but I was training with him for a few years.
Yeah.
For whatever anything I had coming up.
You're a good trainer.
I fought, and like I said, I fought in Mexico
Yeah.
3 years ago, and won 3 times over there. And
Was that
I jogged the streets. Everyone said, "Be careful! Don't run the streets in Mexico. It's dangerous there." I was like, "No, it's fine." And I found it was a little dangerous more than I thought. I was like, "I'm fine."
So,
I wasn't afraid of no one. I'm ready to fight, but
so I got to tell you something. They're making a movie right now as we speak, directed by Peter Farley,
Mhm.
and it's called The Making of Rocky. And it's all about, Sylvester Stallone.
the beginning of his life story.
Yeah. And which is a great story. I don't know if you knew this or not. Did you know this, that when Sylvester Stallone was trying to sell that movie,
He sold his dog.
huh?
Yeah.
sold his dog?
Oh yeah, well that's everybody knows. But here's another thing. Do you know who was instrumental in getting his movie out there to produce this? Was Henry Winkler.
Yes.
Yeah,
I knew that.
Henry Winkler was instrumental in
Lords
getting
of
that
Flatbush,
movie.
they did that.
That's
yeah,
right.
they did that together, right? And he was getting nowhere, and Henry Winkler said to him,
Nicest guy in the world.
"Yeah, he is. He's so
You
great
met,
guy."
did you meet Henry Winkler?
Yeah.
Really?
I was in a film with a movie with him.
With Henry Winkler?
Yeah.
No kid. The Fonz?
He was the Fonz.
Oh, he's
Totally different personality. Here Comes the Boom with Kevin James.
Oh, you were in that. That's right.
Yeah. Kevin
That's
James.
a great. That's a great. It's a great movie. I love that.
I play
movie.
myself as a fighter.
I didn't know
Right,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's stuff that you must have done. We could hear for 4 hours with this guy.
No kidding.
Seriously.
Well, we have a whole 4 minutes left.
I'd like.
So yeah, Henry Winkler is the nicest guy. Was hey, nice to meet you. Pleasure, my pleasure meeting you. I'm shaking his hand. Like, oh my God, you're like super nice. You're not the Fonz. Who are you? He's like almost like relaxed kind of guy. Like,
Greatest television character
like
ever.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It's like, well, he's so nice. And usually,
I
I grew up with the Fonz. Hey.
We all did. He was the
And,
greast.
he's like all gentle and calm and easy.
Total
going.
opposite.
Totally
Yep.
opposite.
Absolutely.
Nicest
It's
guy.
funny. It's funny when those guys go into audition for the parts that they play. It amazes me how they transform their personalities.
Sure. Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, because he was in the Lords of Flatbush. It was after he landed the role of Fonzie.
Yeah.
So, and it was after Rocky because
How did they pay him for that?
right,
Wow,
he
that's-
walked in. When he walked in for to play the Fonz, he walked in a denim coat, and he just became cool immediately. Combed his hair, he tried out, and he
Yeah,
was.
is that how
he
that
was-
happened?
it
How
was-
they-
he just.
Some people become the character. They made the character for him already. I
What's
don't know how it
really
worked.
cool, what's really cool is that he had the option to see there were open auditions, so the people that went before him, he got to see them, so that he got to understand what they were looking for. So when it
all
came
right,
to
yeah,
when it came to his time,
So
he transformed
Helpful.
into the Fonz. It was unbelievable. Yeah, it was really cool. I let me tell you something. I respect those guys so much. I love acting. I love because I've done some stage stuff, live stage
Yeah.
stuff. But I always wanted to do camera. I always wanted to do a movie. I'm too old now.
No, you're not.
Never
Yeah,
too old.
yeah.
No, you're never too
George Burns, look how old he is. He's still doing movies. So don't,
Yeah,
don't-
yeah.
You're
Keep
a
going.
little younger than George Burns.
But now you're pigeonholed. When you get an old pot, you're pigeonholed.
Maybe, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what
you know what I
happened
mean?
that's what happened to Henry Winkler. I mean, actually, he was kind of pigeonholed as the
Fonz.
You
Yeah.
stereotyped.
Stereotypes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stereotypes.
Well, he
Yeah.
became more successful as a producer and a director.
Yeah.
Now, we had a friend of ours a few weeks ago here who just started acting a couple of years ago. He's about 6. Jimmy Hill. You know Jimmy Hill? They call him. He goes under Jimmy Shirts.
No.
He's doing movies now in New York. He started, he's at least 60. I know that for a fact, or maybe even more.
Yeah.
And he's doing it, and he's having a blast.
You
So
know,
you're
who's
right.
great is Bobby Spillinger. He's unbelievable.
Bobby, that's right. He was in
does
Calif-
He does some. He reads off some things to me. He memorizes things. Like, wow, Bobby, you're really good. He put together a screen right now for something.
Bobby's done a lot
A
of stuff in
script.
California, and he's been back for a few years though.
Yeah,
Does
that's
he-
very impressive.
Does he want
I love doing now.
I love fighting. I love
Teaching.
I'm gonna fight the rest of my life.
Okay.
But I mean, we all fight. But for boxing wise, it gives me an adrenaline rush. It's like people don't know. It's like I don't want to get punched in the face. So do you want to get punched in the face? You get nervous? No. So you train yourself not to get hit. So you
Right.
shot.
Right,
Bump and weave. Train yourself not to get hit. So you
Right.
shot.
Right,
Bump and weave. I was showing you today, when I see that shoulder moving, boom, you warrior, you slip. They work in speed. When your reflexes slow down, that means it's time to chill.
Yeah,
It's
time to chill.
You're not
But,
getting.
but you
get
have
hit.
so much.
If I'm getting hit more than I'm getting, if I'm getting hit more than I hit,
Yeah.
then it's time to retire.
Time to quit.
So Richard, what I was trying to get at is, so you have all this knowledge, all this experience, passing it down, teaching,
I love
being
teaching.
a mentor.
So, myself doing my own thing. The best workout for you is shadow boxing. Just stand still and boom, 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 side to side, and just shadow boxing.
Do you do that
well,
every,
you know
you
do.
do that every day?
Every day I gotta
Every
do that.
day, huh?
Every day. I when I wake up in the morning, I do a twist. I turn slowly. And when I go to bed at night, I do my twist. And my girl's
Do you
like,
do any twisting and turning in bed?
yeah, of course. You can't really have to. And,
Well, I got to tell you something. This has been absolutely an amazing.
but that's I want you to do
experience.
this. I
Okay.
want you to do this every
All
night
right,
before
tell
you go
me.
to bed. Sit on the edge of your bed and just turn left to right and turn to the right and to the left. And just slowly turn that way. What you're doing is you're adjusting your spine. You turn your spine.
Oh,
When you turn
really?
your spine, blood flows throughout your whole body and mind, your body and your hips and everything. Blood flows.
Oh, I love
And
this.
instead of it's the biggest bone in your body that turns. It's
I
flexible.
never knew that.
Wow, that's great.
I
That's
never knew
great to
that.
know.
If you turn left, turn right, look at a point on the wall,
Yeah.
that way, and do it every night and every day, and then you twist.
Hey
So,
guys,
we're dying as hell.
I hate to
We'll
call
have
it-
to
I hate
do- we'll
to
have
call
to
it-
do a
want to
part
wrap
two.
it up.
hate to call it a
I
game.
wanted to wrap it up in a second, but before we wrapped it up, I wanted to shout out to Harold Landry,
Yeah,
dear friend of mine, and
It's good.
Vicky
my
Sargent.
trainer.
Yeah.
And you guys that go out to eat every Friday night.
Yeah, my Harry trained me many years.
Absolutely. We had another hello out from Debbie Penta, but we want to make sure that we love you. We want to have you
Thank you,
back.
man.
Let's finish this because I know you didn't even get to half your story, bro.
No.
So I know that.
I didn't tell about Donald Trump. What happened? Why I don't like. People don't like. That's why was with De Niro because he had an issue with Trump and his.
What was the story, man?
Restaurant.
Before we go, tell that story.
And he wanted to see. He goes. He hates Trump because. He disrespected my girlfriend. Trump went into De Niro's restaurant, and he was disrespecting his girlfriend. And De Niro's girlfriend, and he said he slapped him, and De Niro slapped Trump.
You're kidding
He
me.
says, you don't talk to my girl that way, and get away from me. And now he says he's a piece of shit. And so
Really?
he was always like,
Is that a true story?
Because
Is that
I'm
true?
not saying what he said to me. He goes,
Really?
he disrespected my girl. He tried to hit on my girl when he comes to my restaurant, and she's at the front desk at the front of the restaurant, and he says, "You get away from her." And he slapped Trump, and he's a piece of shit, and that's why he's like, no, I'm telling you too much already. He goes, he disrespected my girl, so I never.
I knew it had to be
liked him.
something personal.
But the
See, I
person
knew
doesn't-
it. It
so
had
that's
to-
why.
had
Yeah.
to
So when he said, "Oh, Trump's a piece of shit," blah blah blah. When he said, "That's not person," now you have to respect that. No. He's it's not. I don't give a shit who he is. Yeah, I don't respect him for that. He disrespected me in my restaurant, and I don't care about him.
Yeah, we
So
all.
now you understand. Oh, that's why the personal issue he had.
Yeah,
So it's
it
like-
had to be personal, right, Johnny?
Yeah,
it was-
absolutely.
So you don't talk like that. All my friends love you, and now you're losing points
Absolutely.
for yourself.
Well, Richie, thank you so much for being here. You're a
man.
dear friend of mine, and I hope we could see you back here again. It was a pleasure for us,
Yeah.
and there's so many
What a
more
pleasure.
stories
So-
we'd like to get.
I know. I don't know. We're short for time.
No, you're coming back for sure,
Yeah.
because we don't like to go more than an
You
hour.
said last round, Richie. I didn't know there's one more round left.
All right, you guys.
And they're fast.
We're gonna take it out from here. Look at this thing. Look at that belt right there. You can't
Yeah.
miss it. The best
I
shot.
didn't even shadow box
The
for you.
best shot. You got two different shots there. God bless you guys. See you next Monday night. Hopefully we won't have the technical
God bless
difficulties. We'll be back on at 4 o'clock at 7 o'clock.
Take it on, baby.
So we love you. God bless.
Bring it on.
And we are okay, Elvis.
Keep your hands up.